CloudTax. I'm just going to do a walkthrough of our application. We made some UI changes. Just want to make sure, just to give you an update. So let's get started. So I'm going to call this account and name. And the content inside here, it remains the same. So you would have seen this previously. We haven't made any changes to this. So the questions and all the other stuff will remain the same, but we made some changes to the navigation. So I'm just going to quickly walk through those changes. So let's put a date of birth here. All right, perfect. So once I have the date of birth and fill out the other basic necessary information, for example, if you want to put 250 M Street, so you put the address there, and you could answer the questions here and then click on next. So this way, again, you see the same experience as our previous application, where you go through step-by-step pages using our next and previous button or the back button. You also have an option to jump between the tabs. So we moved the left navigation, what we had here, to give you a little bit more focus. So when you're filing your taxes, you could just focus on these two tabs instead of having everything on the left side. So once you're done with the, for example, say residence page, you can click on next. It will take you to the My Forms. So here in the My Forms, we have consolidated all the forms into a single tab. So before we used to have a separate sections like income, deductions, credits, and whatnot, but now we have merged everything into single section. So here you could add, you could do an AFR if you want, or you could skip it. When you skip it, you go to this empty screen, and you could add a T4, for example. So I'm going to click on the T4 here, and then it will take you to the T4. So you could do it in multiple ways. You could click on the add forms, or you could use the search bar right here. It's open up the same window, and then for example, you could type in say medical expense, and I could just go to the medical expense form and fill it out. And using, you could move around the application using this, by clicking on the left navigation here, and say for example I want to upload a T4. If you have a copy, and then you would go into like say a sample T4 that I'm going to upload here. So it would just read the document for you and do the data entry just like that. All you need to do is just verify the information is correct, and then once it's done, then you would click next. So save that data, and then once you click it, then your refund get updated here on this side here, so that you can keep track of your refund or balance owing depending on your situation. So once you enter the other details, like for example medical expense, or if you want to go into add a donation, again you can click on the add forms and then go to these pages like this. And once you're done, you basically go to this My Forms, where it's a summary of all the T4s and all the other things that you have. If you miss something, you could always add here. If not, then you could go to the next step, provincial credits, and we haven't made any changes to this. It's remained the same, so it's not too confusing, I hope. And once you're done, you could do an error check, and you can review taxes. So once you come to the review, you will see all the numbers are here. So just have to refresh, and yeah, that number is updated now. So once you verify all the numbers, you could go ahead and file your return, or you could, if you want somebody to review your taxes, then you would click on here to get your taxes reviewed by a tax expert. So that's pretty much it. And if you have any questions, then feel free to let us know, and we will be happy to help. Happy tax filing.